Wednesday. You are here with your girl, So. How you doing, my sweet people? How are you doing? Welcome to the Sohria Alexander Show. I am going to be your hostess for the next hour. Buckle up. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. How y'all doing, Radio Land? My listeners on Liberty 92.3 FM. What up? How y'all doing? Hope everybody's cool. And how are my Facebookers and my YouTubers? Remember, on Facebook and YouTube, share it with your friends, Radio Land. Call your family together to listen to so that we will be able to have a little powwow. Be able to talk about different things. And let me say hello to my sick and shut-in listeners. Those are the hospitals, the homes, people who are at work right now, people who may be at the bar, the restaurants, or people just in their vehicle chilling. I bid you good night, and I will be with you for the next hour. It is always a pleasure coming into your home, and as I've said to you, this show is a very, 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 very powerful show. It is a show that is going to make you think, and it is something I believe that many people do not want to do. I believe many people are comfortable in the way they think, and sometimes people are too lazy to think for themselves, and they allow others to think for them. Not even me, so you should allow to think for you. No. You should never allow anybody to think for you. And my people, it is just so wonderful. It is just so good being here. Now, on Monday, many people really loved the show. They really enjoyed the show. And this is the aim of my show. The aim of my show is to really get you to start thinking. And the reviews for my last show I had on Monday came in. Let me tell you, many people messaging me. And then my WhatsApp, the messages would come in left, right, and center after I finished the show. And then, it's really good. It makes me feel good that people are listening and they want to see a change. And I'm going to just read one of the reviews sent to me. I have blocked out the person's name. And this person who sent me this information, this review of my show is, a high-ranking individual. I will not want to say where or what this person does or where the person works, but this person is very au courant with what I was speaking about on Monday. Excuse me. And the person said, "Hello, I must say that show you had last night was the best show in the history of all shows ever in St. Lucia. And it must attract international concerns." When you get a review like that, you just have to be like, OMG. When I saw this, I was like, oh my God, yes. And this is why I'm telling you, the show is a very powerful show. People from all walks of life, they are listening to the show, whether it's in St. Lucia, in the Caribbean, overseas, international, regional, wherever people are listening to the show. Hello, I must say that show you had last night was the best show in the history of all shows ever in St. Lucia. And that's a review, and that's some serious clout they gave me. This is some serious clout. And this is why I keep telling you that so is different. And I got a message from somebody, and the person is on WhatsApp with me, and the person said, "Girl, I just don't care what anybody say about you. I just love you to pieces. You are not biased. You say it as it is. I just love you. You are so real." And when I hear, people sending me voice notes like that, sending me messages, it tells me that I am doing a good service. I am not here to stroke anybody's ego. I am not here to flatter anybody. I'm just here to discuss the real issues and to be unbiased. And as you see, and many people saw in the show on Monday, I was not biased. I was just being very open and honest with a very serious discussion. And people like this, and I also said, when somebody says things like that to me, it is worth more than money. Yes, you need the money to doll up, to do your little nice stuff. You need the money. I'm not saying that you don't need money, but when somebody tell you things like that from their heart, so I don't care what anybody say about you, girl. I really love you. You are a realist. You you come out, and then your heart is so pure and so open. Yes, people, I have changed a lot. Yeah, I have always had a nice, sweet personality, but I was more of a bulldog. I have tamed the bulldog a little. I don't want the old bulldog to come back, because it's gotta be war in the east. Oh my God, I'm just playing with you tonight. So we're gonna be talking about leadership tonight. Because let me tell you something, people. We must be very, very careful. We must be very, very careful in our behavior as adults. I know I'm always here talking about the young people, blah, blah, blah. But tonight, we as adults have to be an example for the younger generation, Gen Z. We have to be an example for them. And it would be interesting to gather all the young people, Radioland, gather, your friends. Let's just rap, Those on Facebook and YouTube, as I said, share the live with your friends, with whoever, tag your friends. My show is for independent thinkers, for people who want to elevate themselves. Because the only way you can elevate yourself is to be your own person and to be able to think on your feet. Situations may arise, and you might say to yourself, oh my God, what am I going to do? Blah, blah, blah. You must be able to think on your feet. And in order to be able to think on your feet, it comes with discipline. It comes with a strong mind. It comes with a high self-esteem. So we are going to look at we as grown-ups, leaders. And when you hear the term leaders, some people believe leadership, it is only when we speak about those in the highest office. No, leadership starts from your home. How you lead your family, how you portray yourself. And if you are able to have that foundation as a child growing up, when you become an adult, the right things would automatically click in your head that, okay, I got to do this. I can't be acting crazy. I can't be just saying what I want. People are looking at me. People are listening to me. I'm responsible to somebody. It could be your children, your staff, the country. We need to have gracious leadership. We need to have leaders who make us proud. A leader is not haughty. A leader accepts corrections. A leader always seeks counsel. And even the good book, the Bible, says to us, you are safe when you have many people counseling you. And good counsel. Let us not be brown nosers that we tell people the things they want to hear, because we believe that if we tell them the truth, they will not love us. If you say the truth to someone and they do not love you, it's on them. It's not on you. Because when you don't speak the truth or say, hey, I think you need to back down a little. I think you need to reevaluate yourself, see what you're doing, and get back on track. You're going to appreciate that person, whether it's a friend or whatever. You're going to appreciate that person forever. And it is sad. I'm not only speaking about St. Lucia. Throughout the world, many people are afraid to call out what is wrong. We must never be afraid to call out what is wrong. And if we are afraid to call out what is wrong, we too have a problem, and we are contributing to the downward spiral of our country. Young people are watching us as adults, and we are disappointing them badly, because we are only going further and further into the abyss. And when you see that how can we correct young people when we ourselves are a disgrace to them? How can we correct young people? And when we see that behavior happening in the highest offices of the land, it really makes you feel sad. It really makes you feel sad. And we want to be living in peace with each other. But listen, children learn from what they see. And if our young people are realizing that we are not willing to do better, what do you think they would do? Do you think they will just listen? They will not listen to us. And it's going to be a vicious circle. And we are going to, I just want you, sit with me, listen with me, watch with me tonight, because we really want to take things to another level. We are grooming a new generation of leaders to take over from us. However, we as leaders and grown-ups, as adults, we are doing a dismal service to our young leaders. And you know what happened? Our young leaders, they are going to believe, okay, so is doing that as a leader, so doing this. Nothing wrong with that, I can do it too. No. If I'm a leader and I'm doing something wrong, it is wrong. And you should be bold enough that if you have done something that is wrong in your capacity as a leader or whatever, that it is okay to come and say, sorry. Apologize and never kill anybody. The same way the song says, a little wine never hurt nobody. Take a little wine, never hurt nobody. Apologizing never hurts anybody. Apologizing does wonders for us. And we are going to listen to a video, right? We are going to listen to a little motivational video, because I have to play this in order for you to understand where we are going with this show tonight. What does a leader do? And it's going to be our man, Barack Obama. Take a listen.
The most important thing about being a good leader is treat everybody with kindness and respect, and to listen to people. People want to be heard. And if people feel you're hearing them and you care about their ideas, they're more likely to want to work with you and be your teammate. And a lot of being a good leader really is just figuring out how you can get a team to work together. It's hard to do great things just by yourself. It's better when you're working with others. The most important thing about being a good leader is treat everybody with kindness and respect, and to listen to people. People want to be heard. And if people feel you're hearing them and you care about their ideas, they're more likely to want to work with you and be your teammate. And A lot of being a good leader really is just figuring out how you can get a team to work together. It's hard to do great things just by yourself. It's better when you're working with others.
And you heard the former president of the United States of America, Barack Obama. It is hard getting things done by yourself. Being a leader means teamwork. Now let me go deep with you tonight. When you are a leader, it doesn't mean that you only have to work with those who love and adore you. And you heard what he said, it is teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. And being a leader, you must be able to bring people into your vision, into your dream, without being under duress. That is the skill of being a leader. And we have seen in recent times the behavior of our leaders. We have seen in recent times how they have saddened us and disappointed us. Being a leader doesn't mean, because think about it, people, let's get real. We go to work or wherever every day. You may be a boss or a leader. Let's look at the boss leader level. Not all your staff are going to love you. Not all your staff will adore you. In those you have control over, meaning you are their boss, you will have some that are very difficult. But being a leader, you should be able to have the tenacity, the wisdom as to how to bring these people into your fold. But what we have seen lately, it is your way, it is my way or the highway. You cannot win people over with that form of behavior. And this is why I keep saying to y'all, gather your friends on Radio Land. Those watching on social media, gather your friends to hear those types of things. Because let me tell you, when you are able to think for yourself, you begin to separate yourself from toxic people. I'm going to repeat this again. When you are able to think for yourself, you will begin to remove yourself from toxic people. And when you are a leader, you must be able to deal with all varied types of personalities. Everybody is not made the same. And you heard what President Barack Obama said. Treat everybody with kindness and respect. And you must be able to listen to the other person's point of view. And I believe this is why many great things does not happen. Because people are not willing to listen. People are not willing to read. Now, let me just, Pastor, say that to you. On my Facebook page, right? Because I have a lot of people following me, and I decided, okay, something you can do moving forward, every month, new month, you wish all your May borns, your June borns, whatever month they are born in, you wish them a happy birthday. And it was quite interesting that I posted this on my page and it said, happy birthday to all my May borns. And people came wishing me happy birthday. I'm like, but it's not my birthday. And let me tell you why they did that. They didn't take the time to read what was posted. And many of our leaders are like that. They are too lazy to take the time to read. They are too lazy to take the time to dialogue, to think, to consult with others. When you are a leader, you see, I believe in the Holy Book because everything in the Holy Book represents us as human beings. Because the Bible says, if you abase yourself, you shall be exalted. But if you are only exalting yourself, you are leading your life to a destructive path. You are leading your life into a pit. And many of our leaders, I am encouraging them, whether in St. Lucia or wherever, international, regional, I am encouraging you. To me, Sohria Alexander, the greatest book is the Bible. And if you read the Word of God and you apply it to your life as a leader, many of the errors you are making, you will not make it. We do not need any other manual for us to live our life right. We have the greatest book for those of us who believe in it, and I believe in it because when you really go through the Word of God, it channels your behavior. It channels your thinking, how you treat other people. And our leaders need to do that, because if you are connected with God, you're going to be a great leader. You are going to be a great leader. We must, as leaders, we must not be haughty in our spirit. As leaders, we should not be disobeying laws, constitutions. We should be an example to the young people and even to the not so young, to your supporters, to the voters, to the citizens, to whoever. Be an example, because when you're not an example, others will just follow what you're doing or criticize you. So, I need to also show you another video, because I believe leadership is really, 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 really lacking in our country. Right? Leadership is really lacking in our country in terms of being humble. You can tell somebody where to get off in such a classy way that they have no idea what you are saying to them. But when we have leaders behaving like spoiled children, always a temper tantrum, the young people out there looking and say, but it's okay, we can fight with each other, I can curse you, I can get on. No, it is not right. And we are going to look at a video, What is Leadership, by Jim Collins.
Leadership only exists if people follow when they would have the freedom to not follow. Otherwise, it's just power, and power is not leadership.
I would love my producer to play this again. It is so revealing.
Leadership only exists if people follow when they would have the freedom to not follow. Otherwise, it's just power, and power is not leadership.
Let me tell you, people. Let me tell you. No. Did you listen? Radioland, hello. Radioland, did you listen to that? Those on social media, did you listen to that? Did you listen to that? I'm going to ask my producer to play it one more time.
Leadership only exists if people follow when they would have the freedom to not follow. Otherwise, it's just power, and power is not leadership.
Why? Power is not leadership. I hope all the leaders are listening to me tonight. I hope all the leaders are listening to me tonight. Power is not leadership. Can we shout this out? Power is not leadership. This is so brilliantly said by Jim Collins. Leadership only exists if people follow when they would have the freedom not to follow. otherwise. It is just power. Imagine you have the freedom not to follow, but you are willing to be an example and putting power aside in the interest of everybody. Oh my God, this is powerful. In the absence, you knowing you have the freedom, to do what you want, but you choose not to. You choose to do the right thing. And when you choose to do the right thing, you are a leader. And when you do not choose to do the right thing, it's just power. Oh, this is beautiful. I'm going deep, deep, deep tonight. Come along. This is the conversation. You can always come in. Even if you're late, come in and you can go back and listen. This is the conversation. Power doesn't mean you are a leader. And this is what we have to realize. If you want to lead, you must be able to know you have the freedom to do what you want, but you don't do it. That is power. And not the other way around. Power is when you control people because you have it and you believe, hey, you just gotta listen to me. You just have to do what I ask you to do. You just have to do it. I don't care. Treat everybody with kindness and respect. And I saw this CEO who said he will always greet everybody. He's not going to pass the janitor or the gate man and just walk into the building. He greets them. They are his first point of contact when he reaches the security, the cleaner, and then he moves to his office. Let us respect people, irrespective if I am a leader, powerful leader. Be humble. Be humble. This was just so powerful. And I am going to show you, let me just show you another image. And those on radio, you can always listen to your girls also. And people, we are going to talk about what is leadership. A strong leader, what is leadership image? A strong leadership image is closely tied to the following attributes: the ability to lead change. Change must start with you as a leader. I cannot say that I want to see things done differently, and I myself as a leader, I refuse to do the right things and I continue doing the wrong things. So change starts with you as a leader. It should not be do as I say, but not as I do. Having a dynamic style, a style that would allow people to gravitate to you, to be better individuals. Not a style that is very repulsive and would cause people to flee from you. Competency in strategic planning, showing an enterprising attitude, inspiring commitment, displaying original thinking, coming across as a true executive, true leader. Displaying original thinking. And what we see from our leaders in the highest offices today leaves a lot to be desired. And image is everything. I always believe that image is everything, but not a false image. Not an image showing like, today I'm hoity-toity, I am the best person, and then tomorrow I acting all crazy. No, you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent as a leader. Right? And if you are not consistent as a leader, you have a problem. Leadership image encompasses many things. Leadership image encompasses many things. Personality, behavior. Hear what it encompasses? Leadership image encompasses many things. Personality, behavior, body language, and speaking style, as well as formal status and physical appearance. Simply stated, your image is the concept that others form about you as a result of the impressions you make on them. And with this, I'm going to take my first commercial break.
Catch the Sohria Alexander Show on Mondays and Wednesdays from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. right here on 92.3 Liberty FM. This show will revolutionize your mind. Your host, Soso, awaits you. See you there.
Now my people, you heard what I said. Simply stated, your image is the concept that others form about you as a result of the impressions you make on them. My people, those on Radio Land, you could say to your family, whoever, those on, the social media, you could write it. Who does that remind you of? Simply stated, your image is the concept that others form about you as a result of the impressions you make on them. We see it every day at the highest level. And this is what I am saying. Now let's get serious. As a leader, you have to be smart. You have to be savvy. Very, very savvy. Because you want to create an impression of togetherness. You want to create the impression that you are a strong leader. You want to create the impression that you are a witty leader. You do not want to create the impression that you are a leader that listens to no one. A leader who wants his way or the highway. Anytime you have leaders who behave in that manner, they're heading for destruction. There is safety in the multitude of counselors. But when you have leaders who want to do what they want, I don't want to listen to the rules. I don't want to listen to the Constitution. I do not want to behave in the manner I'm supposed to behave in. Let me give you a perfect example. If you're invited to maybe a government function or whatever, there is protocol to follow. And people don't seem to understand that even if the Prime Minister of St. Lucia is at a function or whatever, there is still protocol to follow. And you as a citizen of St. Lucia, or if you are invited or whatever, you still have to abide within the rules. You're not at your ordinary fete with your friends where you matty on the floor, you fall here and there. There is a level of class and behavior that is expected from you. When you're with your viennegs by the port, you sit by the port with your viennegs, you're laughing, wah, 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 you're matty and you're doing fine. But when you are in a official capacity, you gotta walk the walk and you gotta talk the talk. And it seems people cannot understand that. let's say I am a friend of a high official. If it's in a private setting, no official thing, we all there just gathering, laughing, talking, I can call you by your first name. Because all of us are just in a relaxed, private setting. But if something is at an official level, you have to respect the person's office. Even if this person is your man, even if this person is your woman, even if this person's whatever, you respect the office. And a lot of St. Lucians cannot understand that. A lot of them cannot understand that. There is protocol in everything. And apparently, some of our leaders don't understand that. And people want to say, they do not like us. Oh, check how they're treating poor people. It's not how they are treating poor people. You're supposed to understand protocol. Do you just run up to a governor general and just start hugging, shaking? No, there's protocol. So you just run up to the prime minister, unless it's in a casual setting. If it's a formal setting, we have to behave ourselves, people. But I am saying this to you, but I have to eat back me words. I gotta eat back my words because the leaders themselves behaving bad and ratchet. We seen them in the House of Parliament. We seen them behaving ratchet in the House of Parliament. So I have to eat back my words. The world is watching us. And I believe in St. Lucia, we have many dynamic young people who are going to be outstanding leaders. Now, I know a lot of y'all. You see all you? I go block some of you on my wall. I go block all you. Stop coming and say y'all need so to run for politics. People, I love it. I discuss it. But my honey bunnies, so not going in that. I don't want my hair to get gray. I want to look still beautiful, I want to be 53, sexy and hot, Who's bringing sexy back? I know a lot of people say, I know my thinking. I know my ways. That people believe I can contribute a lot. Even my close personal circle says that to me. But if it's not in my heart to do, I won't do it. It has to be in my heart. And the reason why I may not consider these things is because of, I think our people need to understand leadership. Our people need to understand, elevate their thinking. And we look at being leaders as a very easy job, but sometimes these leaders, the good leaders, 24/7, their minds are going, they don't have a life. Something may look glamorous on the outside, but when you get into it, you see the real work that is in there. A lot of people, like for instance, I'm doing this show. There is so much planning going into this, make sure equipment's good, make sure this good, have my scripts, do this, do that, the whole show is being scripted automatically. Everything is being done automatically, right? It's a lot of work. I just don't come sit here on a Monday or Wednesday to just speak to you. It takes planning, it takes work. What am I going to speak to them about? Looking at what's going on in the world, what's going on in St. Lucia, and for me to come and get stuff to discuss with you that will help you. So the glamour, being an MP for, let's say, Castro South East, the glamour, yes, we see the glamour. Oh, MP MP Sohria Alexander. Oh, my MP, I love my MP. But people do not see what happens in the background. Your life 24/7 is not your own. And we must come, because maybe in the United States of America, if I was a citizen of the United States of America, maybe I would consider doing that. And I'll tell you why. The atmosphere is different in wanting to be involved in politics. You do not have people coming to your home every day saying to you, I have no gas, I have no food, I can't pay my water, I can't pay my bill. Because in those big countries, there are various offices within the various precincts or districts or whatever they call them, that these people with those issues can go to, and there are resources available to help them. But in St. Lucia, I've heard many people entering the political field have gone bankrupt because they had to use all their resources to help people. We are not a rich country. And this is why people have to be honest, and people expect a lot from their district reps. But we have to be honest with ourselves. So and this is why I say to people, I think a lot. And I am not one that will just jump into anything because it looks good. Oh, you could win a seat, so you're good. We love you. You have the personality, you're kind, you have the voice, you have the mind, you're intelligent. Yes, I have all that. The glamour is good. But what is behind the glamour? Sometimes it can break you, and we see how many times people complain about their district rep not doing this and that for them because sometimes they do not have the resources provided to them to do it. And they have to go into their pockets to get the money. Leadership, you have to think carefully because some people, when they do get in those positions, they're like, oh my God, I thought it was all, roses and petals and caviar and champagne. No, it's not. Leadership takes a lot from people. And if you look, because I looked at some of our members of parliament, they were at the May Day rally, and all of them looked tired. Absolutely tired. These people don't have a life. And with this, I am going to take my second commercial break.
Catch the Sohria Alexander Show on Mondays and Wednesdays from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. right here on 92.3 Liberty FM. This show will revolutionize your mind. Your host, Soso, awaits you. See you there.
And then you see, again, I'm just rapping with you, I'm talking with you, I'm sharing with you. Because, like, for instance, we put the show in such a way so that when we have commercial breaks, you know what happened after commercial breaks? And it's not only with me, all the big shows, everything overseas, it's to put the makeup on, fix the makeup, fix the lipstick, do different things, people. And anything you do, try to do it well. And this is who I am. And, coming back to leadership, it takes a lot. Sometimes people, because there is this individual who has a successful law business. And, sometimes I would go to bed late, and it was like 1 o'clock. So I sent him a note. I say, hey, how you doing there? He said to me, I'm so working it. I was like, why aren't you sleeping? He said, girl, sometimes all 4 o'clock I'm going to bed. You got to do what you got to do. People only see the beauty, but they do not see the pain behind it. It's just like the students who excel. While some of the students or the young people would go out having fun, going to various fetes, there are young people staying home to study. And when people see, like, for instance, okay, you have a show, you're doing something nice, they must be saying, oh, it's easy. It ain't easy. It's not easy. You have to perfect it. You have to do things right if you want a good quality. So power, ultimate power corrupts. Your image can have a great impact on how people get to know you as a person and as a leader. And one thing people will say to you, those who know me, I'm a very kind-hearted person, but I'm a very tough person. although I've gotten a little less tough, but I am a very tough person. And how you put, and meaning tough, meaning that you try to do things the right way. Because when you do things the right way, nobody can point fingers at you. So your image can have a great impact on how people get to know you as a person and as a leader. And we have seen, sadly, it is really a sad situation. We have seen how we as citizens have gotten to know some of our leaders and what have been portrayed to us. It's very, very, very sad. And when people view leaders as view a leader as one who does not want to listen, who does not accept corrections, it says a lot about that leader. And if a leader displays cantankerous behavior in public for the world to see, can you imagine that leader's behavior behind closed doors? Because if you are so bold and brazen to display your bad character in public for the world to see, I do not want to see what goes on behind closed doors. Whether someone is getting to know you through a first meeting, over time, or through the media, your image is being broadcasted and your reputation is being formed. And this is why I love the people. I have good friends on both sides of the divide. And it may surprise you that many of my friends who support me and tell me all those good things are not even on the side where I was once. They're on the opposite side. Because people look at your character. They look at your boldness. They look at what you say. They look at what you do. And you know, this is how we as a people have to move forward. This is how we as a people have to move forward. We cannot just do what we want. People are watching your behavior. People are watching your behavior. And I am going to play. And you know, we're rapping tonight. We are talking tonight. I know I drop Hell and Damnation on Monday. You know, if I come hard on Monday, I usually come very quiet on Wednesday. We're talking. So I hope you are sipping on your water. It has been very hot. So I'm going to show you another leadership video, and my radio listeners, you listen on leadership.
My definition of leadership is very simple yet complicated. I believe that leadership is the capacity to influence others through inspiration, not manipulation. And that inspiration comes from passion, which is motivated by a sense of vision and a sense of purpose. So leadership is first personal, then it's corporate. Leadership is not something you pursue, it's something you discover. Leaders are born when a human discovers something more important than their personal ambition. Leadership is
You don't pursue it?
Leadership is no. True leaders do not seek followers. Leaders actually are pursuing a passion toward a purpose that gives them a sense of destiny. For example, one of the greatest leaders of example that I use is Nelson Mandela, one of the great presidents. He never sought followers. Think about it. He discovered a purpose that was more important than his private preservation and private ambition. He pursued that purpose privately. It attracted people. So leaders don't seek followers. Followers are attracted to them. My definition of leadership is very simple yet complicated. I believe that leadership is the capacity to influence others through inspiration, not manipulation. And that inspiration comes from passion, which is motivated by a sense of vision and a sense of purpose. So leadership is first personal, then it's corporate. Leadership is not something you pursue, it's something you discover. Leaders are born when a human discovers something more important than their personal ambition. Leadership is
You don't pursue it?
Leadership is no. True leaders do not seek followers. Leaders actually are pursuing a passion toward a purpose that gives them a sense of destiny. For example, one of the greatest leaders of example that I use is Nelson Mandela, one of your great presidents. He never sought followers. Think about it. He discovered a purpose that was more important than his private preservation and private ambition. He pursued that purpose privately. It attracted people. So leaders don't seek followers. Followers are attracted to them.
I hope you listened to what he said, the late Miles Monroe. I hope you listened to what he said. Leaders inspire, not manipulate. Purpose that gives you a sense of destiny. It is more important than your private purpose. Leadership should never be one that manipulates. Leadership should be one that brings all sides to the table. Because if you really truly care about something or someone, you are willing to put your differences aside for the greater good. You are willing to say, it is not about me. You are willing to say, ultimate power corrupts. We as leaders must always have an open window so that fresh air can come through, so we can inhale the good and exhale the bad. You leaders have a passion towards a purpose. Leaders' passion should not be selfish. It's all about me and nobody else. Leadership should be about making others into productive citizens. Leadership is not a joke. You have the hands, you have the heart of people in your hands. A leader is caring and passion with purpose. And your passion with purpose should never be about you. You are only one link in the chain. And with this, I am going to take my final commercial break.
Catch the Sohria Alexander Show on Mondays and Wednesdays from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. right here on 92.3 Liberty FM. This show will revolutionize your mind. Your host, Soso, awaits you. See you there.
So my people, this is why you have to come and check out Soso. And let me shout out. On my page, that's for those on social media, on my page, I have stars, right? Where you can purchase stars and support me. My page is monetized on Facebook. You can purchase stars or you can buy coffees. You know, that option is still there. And allow me to shout out Anson Maxwell. Thank you so much for the stars. And never, people, never be ashamed to promote what you are doing. Because somebody is taking inspiration from you. And I said that to you all some time ago, that I had a follower from some strange country in the world. And he realized that I had buy me a coffee. So he used me as a link and he went to set it up for himself so he could monetize whatever he was doing, his page or whatever. And then I'm seeing money's being sent to me. I'm like, what is this? It's because he used me as a referral, buy me a coffee, you know, paid it forward to me and gave me some money. And I've heard Natsuki Anthony talking to y'all. I know a lot of people give Natsuki flack, but it is better that he's a content creator, his page is monetized, and he's making honest money. Because when you make honest money, and this is what people don't realize, when you link with people like Facebook and they monetize your page, Facebook is, let me tell you, this is one of the best platforms to be on. Facebook, whatever monies they pay you, your tax comes out. So don't think when people on Facebook and their page is monetized that it is T-boutique. It ain't T-boutique. You got to fill out a lot of things. You got to put your tax account. You got to put all your information because Facebook not playing. They're a corporate company giving the opportunity to millions of people to earn money. Government of St. Lucia cannot do everything for you. You need to be a leader for yourself. I remember when I started that page, and then in 2021, the St. Lucia Labour Party won and the United Workers' Party was voted out. Let me tell you, some people could make you or break you, but I allow nothing to break me. Let me tell you, my head like rock. Somebody came on my page and said, you better delete that page. Or what you doing if that old page, you better delete it. My page just get millions of views. Millions of views. My page is monetized. So do something for yourself. Don't sit and wait for government to do everything for you. And I keep saying that. Be a leader for yourself. There's so many ways for you as a young person, not so young person, even if you're 100, right? There are ways for you to earn money and to make an income. And there is a special show I have to do, but it will be a very special show only for Facebook and YouTube, and it won't be on radio and television, just for YouTube and Facebook, because it is a show to show you how people who wanting to be in high positions, break something good someone had, and it's like, I don't care. We must never do that. We must always support each other. Natuki Anthony, I've sent him stars. I've purchased stars for him. Thanks, Anson, for the stars. It is so greatly appreciated. And we must not be stingy. If I see another creator and I'm on their platform, I send stars for them. We must not be stingy. We take good food, but we like the food they give us. All right? You can support in other ways. If you don't have money, you can share the life, you can tell your friends. But never let those who do not understand the dynamics of Mark Zuckerberg and his Facebook page. Because as I've said to you, I am not in one of the countries that should be monetized, but because of my page, the traction on my page, the quality of my Facebook even said to me, they sent me a note, we love the quality of your page, your content. Facebook want me to be doing all this, that. Sometimes I have to take a break. People, sometimes you'll see me maybe for a day or 2 days, I'm taking a break. But as we spoke tonight, leadership also stems in you. At your home, at your work, whatever you want to do. Go out there and make a difference. I hope this show strengthens you and enlightens your mind. Have a blessed rest of the week and weekend. It's jazz. Go to jazz and have fun. I'll see you guys on Monday at 9 p.m. See ya.